Today's video is sponsored by Uma Couture.
Hey guys, Tazzy here and welcome to another episode of The Secret Life of Hijabis, where I take you into my brain and under my scarf and into my brain. God dang it, why can't I do it right? I'm a big fan of my makeup right now, but then if I wear these, then there's a reflection. I think what I need to do is pop these out. Today I'm going to talk about something that's controversial and will probably make some people out there angry. I feel like when I've seen visual art represented, some kind of writings or videos or movies or whatever it may be, of Muslim women talking about their experience with the hijab, it's always just one-dimensional. It's either this or it's either that. I have either seen hijab portrayed as a symbol of oppression, or I see it portrayed as this like, oh, I'm so empowered when I wear it and I'm fierce and I'm this and I'm that. I'm not taking away from either side of that. I understand that there are people out there who have been forced to wear, have had very bad experience with it. On the other hand, I also see the importance of putting that positive message out there that, hey, like, we aren't oppressed, we're great, we're amazing, we're fierce, we're this and that. However, in my experience, it's not black and white. There's a lot of gray area and it hasn't always been an easy thing for me. There have been a lot of times in my life that I felt like I really wanted to take it off. Some of those times have been more superficial than others, you know, like when I get a haircut and I'm like, oh, you look good, man, I just want to walk out like this and show everybody how great I look. Also, my experiences when I travel overseas kind of changes my perspective because I grew up in a certain context and so I wear this and practice it in a certain way. You go somewhere else and you're like, okay, the rest of the world is not like my home, and that kind of shifts my perspective on how I should wear this or what it means to me or how people in other countries interpret it or if they wear it at all. There have also been a lot of times that I go to the gym or if I'm playing a sport and I'm just like, this is flying in my face or this is falling off, and it's kind of frustrating and annoying. And there are also times where people within your community will call you out for certain things or hold you up to a certain standard because you wear hijab, and it makes you not want to wear it, to be honest. But I have a story about one time that I really wanted to take it off, and it wasn't a superficial thing, and it was genuinely, in that moment, it was something that I really felt. This was back when I was in college and I played on the lacrosse team at my university. The fall season was over, so we weren't having any more practices, but we were meeting at the gym, just going and working out together. So there was one time I was with the assistant coach and another one of my teammates, and we were actually playing racquetball. So basically how it was set up at the time, there were racquetball courts and there was also a place up top that you could walk, so you could kind of like look into the racquetball courts. While we were playing in the racquetball area, there was a group of high schoolers that were taking a tour of the university. For a little bit it was kind of awkward because they were kind of just watching us play, and I knew they were staring. I mean, I was fully covered and I guess it's not something that you see all the time. As I was playing racquetball, you know, I'd kind of look up a little bit to see if they were still there, and most of them had moved on, but I did notice that there were a couple of girls that lingered. As I looked up one more time, I noticed that they had a camera and they were basically like videotaping me and like smiling and laughing. To be honest, it wasn't the worst, you know, discrimination I've ever faced in my life. I've definitely had times where, you know, people have yelled things at me or it's been worse. I think that particular moment really made me feel bad. I really felt like I was a zoo animal because I felt like I was down there and they were up there. You know, it was like they had never seen this creature before or whatever it was, and it absolutely made me feel terrible. I literally ran to catch up to them and followed them out of the gym. I found those girls and I was like, delete those pictures off your camera right now. And they were in complete shock that I had followed them all the way and that I noticed that. And they were like, I don't know what it was about that time in particular that hit me so hard. I remember I was so upset and you know, I went up to the MSA and I was crying and I was like, I don't want to wear this anymore. I don't want to wear this anymore. I was texting one of my friends at the time and I told her, like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. It's funny because she didn't really practice that much and she wasn't very religious. She encouraged me so much in that moment. She was saying really nice things to me, like, you know, you're brave and you're this and that. And so yeah, that story that I just described to you was one of the times that I really felt like I was really close to just taking it off. I was really done. Anyway, obviously I got through it. I'm still wearing it, and I realized that all the things that I blame my hijab for are not really because of my hijab. Insecurity and inhibitions, those are not things that just go away when you change your shirt or you get a haircut. So to all the hijabis out there who use this as an excuse, I just want to say that yes, it may be more difficult for you to do things. You may look funnier, you may look weird, and you may feel uncomfortable. You You also may be the butt of jokes, but the thing is, there's nothing holding you back except for you. And this is not to say that I don't respect anyone's decision who took it off. This is just me speaking on my life and my experiences wearing this. I don't know if I'll wear this forever, I really don't. But the point of this video is to say that the hijabi experience is not black and white. And at times, it's a very difficult thing to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for more as part of the series. Links for social media are also down in the description, so stay tuned, alright? Tazzy found. Yeah, yeah.